It is, yeah.
Hello, Dan. Nice to meet you, son. Nice to meet you. As you can see, Dan, this is an ice cream machine.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I know that this is going to be right up your street. I'm looking at this and I'm looking at you and I'm working it out and you know what, I fancy 1,500 quid, Dan. Dan.
Can't do 15, Frank.
But why not, Dan?
You see this label here on the side? It's got my name on it. I know this machine better than you did. 1,100.
Dan,
Final offer. £1,100. Checkbook's here, Frank.
No, I don't do checks.
What about this?
Oh, I'll have some of that.
1,100?
Can I see the money? Have a look at the substance of it. Yeah. Dan, you're a gentleman, and good luck. And it's been a pleasure doing business with you, Dan.
Thank you, Frank.
1,100 quid is a serious deal and ensures that the ice cream van is close to wiping its face.
Seeing that badge on the machine, I realise it's one that I must have worked on in the past. So nice to see it again, and very, very pleased to buy it.
And parts are beginning to sell like hotcakes. Has anyone ever bought a hot cake?
The sink. You want the sink? All right, make me an offer then.
First, the sink goes for £20, and the inquiries don't end there.
I ain't being funny, mate, but I mean, are you wired up, right, or what? Of course it's got a freezer.
So we finally managed to liberate the freezer from the back of the ice cream van. It was an absolute bugger. It weighed a ton, it was difficult, awkward, nasty. It just sums up the whole experience of this ice cream van.
It might have been a struggle, but it's all worthwhile as the phone buyer agrees to part with 200 quid. Ben and Frankie are running away with this one. It's the final day of dismantling. George and Sheldon have decided to take the mountain to Mohammed, or more specifically, Malvern, the home of Tractor World. For the agricultural community, this is the equivalent of Glastonbury and attracts some of the most knowledgeable tractor enthusiasts in the UK. George and Sheldon are also attending.
People are arriving, George.
Oh.
We should have got here earlier.
Stop stressing, Sheldon.
George, we need to get them bits out on display as soon as possible.
Sheldon, stop worrying, mate.
I'm not worried.
It'll be all right. Oh, what's Sheldon like? He's flustering like a pigeon. Let's get in there, Sheldon.
To be honest, when I first got here, I was a little bit anxious. Everybody else had all their stalls set. Really didn't know what to expect for the day.
What they can expect is hordes of spares-hungry tractor enthusiasts perusing the many stalls.
This is Dumb and Dumber.
You know, nothing about tractors.
We're the Two Stooges. Wait!
George and Sheldon decide to pool their ignorance, and before long, things pick up.
£150 for the bonnet and £170 for the
genuine ones,
wings.
obviously.
George got involved in the sales, which was quite nice. He was doing his bit.
It's probably about 20 quid, isn't it? 20 quid, mate? Once I started getting into it, I loved it. You want to pick it up later? Yeah, pick it up later. Yeah, do you want to leave it with us, yeah?
We sold a preheat tank for £20. Well, actually, I think it was a combined sale between George and myself, really, because he knew what the part was and I didn't.
That sale is quickly followed by the visit of Ferguson enthusiasts Peggy and Cliff.
What do you want for this then? Fiver?
No, because that unit there goes for over £100. You're a tractor man.
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm a car man.
Yeah.
If you were selling this, if you were standing where I'm standing now, honestly, what would you be selling that for?
Well, I'll sell it for £100.
£100.
Yeah.
You happy with that, Cliff?
Yes, thank you.
We're happy.
Yeah.
We're very happy.
Thank you, Peg. You'll be all right with that?
Yeah, I'm ready to bear with that.
£100 for the dash is a good deal, but they'll need to keep up the pace if they want to stay in the game.
What a lovely couple.
Oh, man. That's made my day, that is, George.
Yeah, it's made mine. It really has.
Back at base, Ben can finally concentrate on stripping the eminently saleable transit parts from the ice cream van. And when a buyer arrives, there's a sense of déjà vu. It's Barry, who sold them the ice cream van in the first place. A regular customer of Barry's is on the lookout for a transit engine that they plan to put to novel use.
I've come to see Frankie about trying to buy this engine off him to go in a narrowboat. The maximum I want to pay for the engine is is 450 quid. I've also come for the mirrors off the ice cream van.
So, Belle, look, thanks for coming down today.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it's out here now, ready and waiting. So you've got to put it in a boat, Belle.
Yeah, it's going in a narrowboat.
Yeah.
We're on the canals.
Yeah. Well, whatever floats your boat,
Yeah.
Belle. You know what I mean? You know as much as me. That's 750 nick of this sitting here all day long. All day long, Belle. All day long.
I only want to give about 400 quid for that engine. Only because I know that engine, because it's come out of the ice cream van. That's the only reason why I've come for it.
I fancy 600 quid says that's your little engine. And those side lights, those mirrors.
Tell you what, 500 quid. And that's me done, 500 quid.
500.
I've only called to see you because I'm in the area.
500. 500. A monkey. And you got it on you.
I've got money with me, yeah.
And they are good uns, they're not moody, they're straight goers. Let's have a look, Belle. Let's have a look. It's all there, is it?
Yeah.
Put it there, my son, and you go and have a nice little day out.
500 notes is the icing on the cake. Or should that be the flake in the ice cream? Barry must be happy too.
It's a bit more than I wanted to pay, but he gave me the mirrors for nothing, so I can't grumble.
With Ben and Frankie streets ahead, George and Sheldon need some sizable sales at Tractor World. And George is certainly entering into the spirit.
Got one of these. Look at that.
What do you look like?
George and Sheldon's stall is attracting plenty of passing trade. But the serious collectors are gathered in the main hall. Here, some of the most historic tractors are on display. And money is changing hands as enthusiasts snap up parts and all manner of agricultural memorabilia. With time ticking, Sheldon is here with a TE20 bonnet, hoping to strike a deal with a fellow trader.
Hello, Rob. Sheldon. Brought it down. Do you want to come over and have a good
I'll
look?
come and have a look.
Yeah?
Yes.
I was hoping to get 140.
No, that's too much.
It's 60 years old and...
I know it's 60 years old, but there's a lot of work to do on it. It's needing the front end sorted out. It's needing repairs there, welding done to it. I can see it need a new grille. When these tractors are done up, they're done up to a high standard. So we've got to restore this to a high standard to sell it.
All right, 100. 200. Yeah? All right. Well, at least I've got a bit of more room in the car because I really didn't want to drive back to London with that. So,
No, I'll bet.
All right.
I've got to take it all the way to Scotland now. There you go. Check that, please.
Lovely.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
This is turning into a great sales trip. And the boys have even found time for a spot of R&R.
So I saw this tractor competition where two teams were building a tractor against the clock, and I just had to have a go.
George got me involved in a tractor building competition, of all things.
The chaps are joining students from Wiltshire College, who prove the tractors are not the preserve of the Blue Rinse Brigade.
Their words. I was actually on the blue team, while George was on the green team.
I mean, it was hard work. You're against the clock. It's quite physical. You've got to really put into it.
Oh, do I want to beat George? I have to beat George.
Naturally, my team was going to win because Sheldon on the other team was a bit of a hindrance.
Having difficulty lining up the...
I felt sorry for him, really.
I'm not as young as these 18, 19-year-old boys, but you know what? I think I've done myself proud.
With a winning tractor built in under 7 minutes, it's clear that the future of British agricultural engineering is in safe hands.
You did
We've done
do
very well,
No,
and I think
you
we've
did.
done a fantastic effort, boys.
Especially as you had Sheldon's.
So, as Tractor World winds down, Sheldon reflects on a lovely trip to the country.
It's been a fantastic day. I couldn't have imagined having the day that I've had here today. Amazing.
It certainly has been a great sales trip, which gets even better when Sheldon negotiates a bulk deal with a tractor wholesaler for a job lot that includes rear wheels, radiator and gearbox for 315 quid.
Maybe there's a few petrol heads out there that might agree with me, but I'm definitely feeling the tractor love. Without a doubt, yeah. Tractors are all good.
Time will soon be called on the Working Vehicle Scrappage Challenge. Ben and Frankie appear to have picked a winner with their transit-based ice cream van, as they have sold the vast majority of the mechanicals. And specialist equipment.
Yeah, way you go laughing, son.
George and Sheldon initially struggled with their unfamiliar Ferguson TE20 tractor.
Go on.
But a trip to Tractor World saw them unload a plethora of parts. That trip to the country has helped them make up ground on their opponents, but they still need a big sale to have a chance of victory.
Wow.
Fortunately, Sheldon is now a tractor expert.
That's interesting.
Even more fortunate is the fact that their one remaining item is the Fergie's 2-litre engine, and Sheldon's on the case.
No. I'm a very busy man. 375 and that's it. Take it or leave it. All right, lovely.
£375 is Sheldon's biggest deal of the challenge. It's also the final deal, as it's time to weigh and crush what remains of the hard-working donor vehicles. George and Sheldon have sold everything stripped from their tractor, so Ben and Frankie's ice cream van must face a lonely final journey. With scrap metal going at £125 a tonne, a weight of 839 kilos equates to 105 quid towards profit. Will that be the winning margin? It's time to find out who's been working hardest for their money.
Are you having a laugh?
You lovely young ladies thought of opening your own bar, have you?
Oh, look at him.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Get a nice bit of granite work surface in there on top, a couple of fridges,
Yeah.
a couple of optics in the back.
As it happens, he's got a point. That's a little darling and all, and I've got to tell you, we are a couple of lovely young ladies. Anyway, what's happening here?
Sold the lot.
What sort of money we talking about here? Where's your dough? Show us your dough.
We paid $850 for our little tractor. Total sales, 1,060. Gives us a total profit of 210 quid.
George and Sheldon strayed outside their comfort zone in buying a decades-old tractor. Early problems were brushed aside with the inspired trip to Tractor World, and the last-minute sale of the engine ensured that the Ferguson turned a profit.
Cheers.
But is it enough?
All right, well, fair enough, lovely. I love it. Anyway, look, we parted up with 1,800 nicker for this little darling. 1,800, which was cheap. Total sales, 2,131 nicker, to be precise, giving us a total profit of 331 nicker. There, look. Bosh.
Ben asked for a transit-based dual-purpose scrapper, and that's what he got. The Yorkshireman had to graft like never before to remove unfamiliar equipment, but it was worth the effort as Frankie secured some impressive deals. Selling the engine back to Barry was the final bonus.
Put it there, my son.
Frankie and Ben are the captains of industry.
Yeah, you might have won financially, technically, but you know what? George picked that up. We beat you guys hands down, mate.
What? What's he talking about?
I don't know. How are we going to get this out anyway?
It's big.
I don't know.
If you push it from that end down.
I don't know, I'm a bit confused.
Anyone who knows what this is all about, they saw what we had left, what they had left. Says it all, really.
We sold everything off that little grey Fergie, and it went on to live on other tractors all around the country.
Some people talk about emotions. Some people talk about characters. Not me. I only talk about pound notes, shillings and pennies. And I'm the winner.
I can't honestly say I enjoyed dismantling that ice cream van, but it's proved itself to be a total winner.
Since the making of this show, all the parts sold have gone on to help an assortment of other vehicles live again. Cliff is clearly overjoyed with his tractor dash. Up north, Barry's customer's narrowboat is now transit-powered. Whilst in East London, Nev is still trying to work out what to do with Frankie's ice cream cones. Don't think about eating them, Nev. You don't know where they've been.